All right, if you've ever found yourself staring at a Markstrat report, you know that feeling, that mix of excitement and, let's be honest, pure panic. Well, today we're going to talk about a secret weapon that can help, the marketing funnel. Think of it less like a textbook concept and more like a health checkup for your brand. Ready? Let's get into it.
Okay, picture this. You open up your latest report. Your sales are totally flat. Or even worse, they're starting to tank. It's that classic sinking feeling, right? You know something is broken, but you have no idea what. So where do you even start looking? Is it a visibility thing? Like, does anyone out there even know you exist? Or maybe it's an appeal problem. Maybe your product just isn't hitting the mark, or the price is all wrong. Or, and this is a sneaky one, could it be an availability issue? People want your product, they're trying to give you their money, but they just can't find it anywhere. And look, in a simulation like Markstrat, just guessing is a surefire way to lose.
But what if you didn't have to guess? What if I told you there's a tool that acts like a special die you can pour into your sales pipeline, showing you exactly where the leak is? Well, that tool is the marketing funnel, and it's all about making sure you spend your precious marketing dollars fixing the real problem.
All right, let's pop the hood on this thing. We're going to really get into understanding the marketing funnel and how it works.
So what is it really? A marketing funnel is just a simple way to visualize the journey a customer takes, from "I've never heard of this brand" all the way to "here's my money." Our job is to figure out where people are dropping off along that journey so we can patch the holes. Now inside Markstrat, things are nice and clear. The funnel has 3 main layers. The very top is brand awareness. Basically, who has even heard of you? The middle layer is purchase intent. This is key. Out of all the people who know you exist, who actually wants to buy your product? And then the bottom, the moment of truth, market share. Who really went out and bought it? Okay, diagnosis number 1. Let's talk about what I call the appeal problem. This is all about that first crucial drop-off point, the gap between people knowing about you and people wanting you.
So the big question here is pretty straightforward. Of all the people who know your brand exists, what percentage of them actually plan to buy it? This little number is so powerful because it tells you how attractive your offer is. And remember, in Markstrat, purchase intent takes price into account. So this tells you if your product and your price are hitting that sweet spot.
Okay, let me throw a little pop quiz at you. Which of these 2 brands do you think is more attractive? The answer might not be what you think. All right, check this out. We've got Brand A and Brand B. Brand A has a tiny 5% awareness and 5% purchase intent. Meanwhile, Brand B is a giant, right? 80% awareness, 20% intent. I mean, on the surface, Brand B looks like it's crushing it. It's 4 times more popular. Or is it?
To find out what's really going on, we need to use a simple calculation called the attractiveness ratio. All you do is take your purchase intent and divide it by your brand awareness. This tells you a super important story. How good are you at turning "I've heard of them" into "I want that"?
And check out the results. Brand A, a perfect 100% attractiveness. Literally everyone who finds out about this brand wants to buy it. Wow. Now look at Brand B, only 25%. So what's the diagnosis? Brand A doesn't have a bad product, it has a giant, screaming visibility problem. And Brand B, well, tons of people know about it, but most of them just aren't interested.
Okay, so let's keep going. Let's say you've got an amazing product. Your attractiveness ratio is through the roof, but your sales are still, meh. What's the deal? Well, this brings us to the second big leak you got to check for, the availability problem.
The question we're asking now has nothing to do with how good your product is. It's all about access. Can the people who are dying to buy your product actually find it? This is all about your distribution. Is your stuff in the right stores? Is it easy to get?
So let's take a look at another brand. We'll call it Brand C. Their purchase intent is an awesome 50%. I mean, think about that. Half the market wants your product. You're feeling pretty good, right? But hold on.
Because when the dust settles, their actual market share is only 20%. Oof! Look at that cliff they just fell off of. You went from half the market wanting you to only a fifth of them buying you. Something is seriously wrong here, and it's not the product itself.
So how do we measure this? We use the coverage ratio. You just take your market share and divide it by your purchase intent. So for Brand C, that's 20% divided by 50%, which gives you 40%. Let that sink in. That number means that 60% of your potential customers, people who walked into a store wanting your product, couldn't find it. And you know what they did? They just bought something else.
That is a textbook distribution disaster.
So now we can put it all together. You've got these two powerful diagnostic tools, and now you have a complete brand health toolkit.
And here it is, the whole shebang. You can see the customer journey from top to bottom. But more importantly, you see those two conversion ratios? Those are your check engine lights. The beauty of this funnel is that it doesn't just tell you that you're losing people. It tells you exactly where you're losing them and why. It's a strategic roadmap that tells you, hey, put your money into advertising, or nope, you need to fix your distribution now.
So, let's wrap this up. What are the big takeaways? It's really simple. That first drop, from awareness to intent, that's all about your product's attractiveness. That second drop, from intent to market share, that's all about its availability. Find the biggest leak, and that's where you focus your energy and your budget. No more guessing, no more wasted cash.
So there you have it. You have the tool. Next time you fire up that Markstrat simulation, don't just stare at your final sales number. Dig deeper, build out your funnel, run these two simple ratios, and find out what's really going on with your brand. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the biggest leak in your funnel?